I probably shouldn't open that can of soda right now because it's probably gonna explode. Just like this stock is, and it's moving fast. Let's dig in. Ooh, fizzy. Ooh, spicy. Today we're taking a look at this stock called FSLY, ticker FSLY. Many of you probably know this. We've been talking about this in my chat room. We're in at a good price, but it's moving so aggressively and so on track. This is almost a no-brainer, so I had to mention it and talk about it. So we're gonna dig into this stock in today's video. The short float right now on FSLY is 22% right now, looking good because it's heading up. And when a stock that's heavily shorted is heading up, the squeeze begins. And listen, they're gonna be out of lemons very soon, and lemons are gonna get pricey. If you don't know what FSLY is, I don't know where you've been sleeping because they've been on a crazy run during the pandemic. FSLY is an American cloud computing service provider. FSLY describes their network as an edge cloud platform. Cloud computing makes things faster. Expectations for websites and apps are at an all-time high. If they aren't fast, secure, and highly personalized, users take their business elsewhere. Not with FSLY. It's in the name. It's fast. Developers get the tools they need to build the most groundbreaking apps, all optimized for speed, security, and scale. What more do you want when you're going on an app? You want it to be fast. If you're a nerd, you got goggles, and an app or website slow, you're throwing your goggles against the wall, and you're probably gonna hack their networks because you're angry. You're like, what are you doing? It's the 21st century. Why is this lagging? This is in Nintendo 64. I'm not playing GoldenEye. Ooh. We're gonna look at the chart, we're gonna look at the technicals on FSLY. I'm gonna show you why this is so much of a no-brainer. Probably the biggest no-brainer I've ever done in a stock, ever. But before we get into that, look at the customers. Look at this. Fubo TV, they're a customer with FSLY. GitHub, another customer. The Guardian, Foursquare, Big Cartel. If you wanna smuggle cocaine. No, wait, that's not it. What is this? Oh, they're an e-commerce website. Never mind, but they're their customer nonetheless. Wayfair, you want an iPad for 98 cents? You could get it, and they're the customer. Shopify, Kickstarter, Ticketmaster, Business Insider, Reality Ninja. And obviously there's many more listed here. Wired, they're all listed here. So many customers, but they got chopped in half. FSLY got ninja'd with a samurai sword. Cut. FSLY ran all the way up to here at a peak of about 135. And then look at this, just waved around, tried to maintain the gains, couldn't do it, broke down. And then over here, cut even more. Cool, ninja starred. Now, why would I be talking about a stock that's downtrending, that keeps getting chopped, keeps getting reduced? The reasons why this thing sold off does not match the actual stock. It don't make sense. So when that happens, it's an overreaction. The stock collapsed due to Q2 guidance miss. This just means analysts were wrong on seasonality as the long-term thesis remains unchanged. The analysts got it wrong. Investors overreacted. Retail, paper hands, they let it go. Let that straight down to the toilets. No plumbers in sight. Just let it sit there. Swim around, they went off to something else. But guess what? The Retire Young squad, you guys, whoever's watching this, we're eating it up. The quarterly results were a small beat. They didn't lose. Full year estimate for revenue growth was increased. The reality is that FSLY's growth is actually accelerating and that its customer acquisition rates along with its average revenue per user continue to increase. Now let's dig into the chart and I'll show you the reasons why I think this is going up and my price target on where this is going to go and a safe area to exit. Lock in gains. Now zooming into the chart, this is where the earnings came out and it got chopped in half. Earnings came out, whoop, all the way down. Now what that did, it created a gap right here. Let me fill it in, boom. That's our gap. There's a technical term for this when it goes to the upside after being chopped. A gap fill. Typically, that's what happens, and that's what's happening. Now, what I did was I put out my alert that I bought. I do buy and sell alerts. I send them out. Links in the description if you're interested in that, if you need help knowing when to buy or sell stocks. So I sent out the alert right around here at 43. This thing's just churning up. Now, this was an overreaction. I noticed that. Other people in the group noticed that as well. We're gonna fill this gap. We're gonna head up here. Let me actually draw this out to where it looks good. We're gonna close this gap to 58 will be a nice, safe price target short term. This is a conservative price target for FSLY. I think this is gonna rebound. A lot of hedgies, a lot of retail are seeing that this is an overreaction. It's oversold. On the indicators, look at this. We blue wave down here on RSI. Relative strength was on the oversold territory. Whoop, flatlined, and now just climbing up. Slow and steady. No hot potatoes in sight. So this is my personal price target. 58 is where I would most likely be selling unless momentum stays. If momentum stays, volume continues to come in, direction doesn't change, oh, then we could possibly test 65. We could even get back over 100 later down the road, end of the year, maybe early next year. But this is a conservative, safe price target, 58. Another price target would be around here, 62, because we have these areas of resistance right here, and right here. So this line here would be our next price target if it blows through 58. If we get that short squeeze and the lemons are squeezed out dry, we could catapult to 62 easily. 63, 64, 65. Oh, still bubbling. So FSLY's doing very good today. It's up 7.5%. So I was like, hey, I gotta talk about this. It's doing exactly what it should be doing. It did a little fake out this morning. Some people probably kicking themselves. Not me. I know what I'm looking at. If you need help knowing when to buy, sell, reduce, and go all in on stocks, crypto options, click the link in the description. You'll get into my Discord. You get the alerts, and I'll be able to help you out. So that's it for this butt nut. I'm watching this one. It's moving fastly. Check this guy out. Hit the subscribe if you're new to the channel. Thanks for watching. I'm hopped up on so much caffeine. I had a coffee this morning, and now a D-Pep. This D-Pep is hitting. It's fizzing all over. It's fizzing. I think there's condensation on the roof. Is that what that is? So thanks for watching. Don't forget, by hitting that subscribe, it's getting you a little bit closer to retiring young.